This fully functional store you see right here is a website based on PrestaShop. In this video, I will show you how to create your online web store using PrestaShop from scratch. Let's get to the video. First, go to PrestaShop website by typing prestashop.com in the browser. On the main page, click on Create My Store. Next page, download PrestaShop. Here you need to provide your email address and then accept the terms and conditions and click on download to download the zip version of the PrestaShop. Once the zip is downloaded, you can basically double click or unzip it, and these are what the folders and files look like there. You need to copy them. If you have your own server, a virtual private server, you need to copy them to the virtual host or your domain folder. If you're using a hosting provider, use whatever mechanism they provide to load these files in the root of your web host. Type your domain name. In my case, I will be typing mydomain.com. That's where I will install PrestaShop. First time when you get here, you come to this page. Welcome to the PrestaShop installer. Click on Next. I have selected English by default. On the next page is where you get the license agreement. You can basically see on the left what steps you are on. So first you select the language, license agreement. You have to agree with the license. System compatibility is check. Then you provide the basic store information and set up system configuration and go through installation. So here I will check this box and go down and click on Next. PrestaShop checks your system compatibility. It shows me that my system environment has been verified and it's in green, so I'm good to proceed forward. You can ignore these yellows. I don't have a cache, so let's go down, click on Next. Cache will actually make your system faster. Some hosting providers do provide caching, so it should be picked up by the environment compatibility or the system compatibility. Shop name, I'm just going to call it My Domain Store. Main activity, you don't need to do anything here. United States, I'm on the Pacific Coast in San Francisco, so I click on Pacific New. This is important because your orders and other analytics which are presented will be tagged as such with that timestamp, considering what your time zone is. For me, so I just enter email, whatever your email is, enter it there. Enter a password, click on Next. Here you need to provide the connection information to your database. I've already created the database, so let me enter a password. For security purposes, it's good to change the default extension. So I just may call it instead of _PS, I may call it ABC or AXY _ Then click on Test Your Database Connection. Basically, it verifies if PrestaShop can connect to the PrestaShop database. You can rename the database anything you want. I just, for this video, named it PrestaShop. Click on Next. Now, system will start creating the database tables. It will create the configuration. It will install your default theme, set up some sample data. So I will wait for that to finish and I'll come back to the video. Our installation is now finished. So going here, you have the login information you provided to create your account. Down here, you have two links. One is to manage your store, the admin interface, and the other one is discover your store, which is the front end, what the visitors will see. First, I will click to show what your store looks like, the newly installed one. By the way, the store is created with some sample data on the install screen. You could have disabled that option and not have the sample data created. So here is what our store looks like initially. There's the logo. You have the menu right here, search box. There's various components on this page and I'll show you later what those are. This is the slider and you have popular products widget, some coupons and other things including the footer. Second thing we will do is click on the manage your store and get to the admin page. First time you get here, there's an error. It's saying for security reasons, you cannot connect to the back office until you have deleted the install folders. So that's a little bit different than, let's say, if you were using WordPress. So let me go and delete that folder. For this, I go to my root folder and I will go down and check the install folder and press on delete. So that folder is now gone. Look at this folder here. When you install PrestaShop, it's just called admin. But during the installation, it's renamed randomly to a different name to provide additional security for your website. So here you have the link, and what you can see is mydomain.com/admin692 and the rest, which is basically the name of this folder. So this is your login link. Click on that again, and now you're on the login page. If you ever need to get back, just type mydomain.com/ the name of the admin folder in case you lose this link. Otherwise, keep the link and copy it. Now I'm going to use my login information to log in. And once I log in, will be on the dashboard page, which will show me statistics about my website. Later, I don't really want to go through the widget, so I'm just clicked on that. Down here on the left bottom, it says stop the onboarding. So that was the onboarding widget. You can follow through with that, but for this video, I'm not going to. So I'll just click on stop the onboarding. Okay. So this is your dashboard with all of your stats for your sales, customer visits, a lot of other things. The information shown here, you can see on the left, orders, other things that are there, is selected based on the time period right here. So you can select a different time period. On the right, you see you can be in demo mode or not in demo mode. Demo mode creates some sample data for your store. So I'll just click on it to see what it comes up. So once I click here, you see it's showing me some data, how a functional store will look like. So let's just actually keep it at that. It's not an issue. So you can see what a fully functional store will look like with the demo mode. It doesn't really change what your front-end site looks like. So that's where I am. On the left, you see under the dashboard, there's a cell area with order, your catalog, where you do product management, customers, customer service, stats on your website. PrestaShop, unlike many other websites or e-commerce stores, provides many statistics on your website and the activities customer do on it. Down here below, improve has an area on modules, design, shipping, payment, international. This allows you to configure the look and functionality of your website, and we'll go through that. Down here below are configuration for PrestaShop system parameters and other advanced parameters for your web store. We're going to go in order right now. Let's go back to our website and click on one of these products. So if I go to this product, you can see that it has the picture image right there. You have the product title. This is the short description right here. If you are using not a simple product, you're using a combination. So for example, a combination product or a complex product is basically the one which has parameters. So in this case, it has two combinations. One is a size and second is color. So you can have a medium in white or a medium in gray. You can also have a large, for example, in white. And so, you can set up all these combinations with different images. Click in on add to cart, like any standard store, will take me to the cart. I can either continue shopping or proceed to checkout. So I'm just going to click on continue shopping and go up here, and my cart appears right here. Let's click on that. And you can see the product there, taxes and all those information is there. So that's basically the shop looks like after installation. I'll go back to my homepage. Let's get to, again, the dashboard. We are going to make some customization to the store. So the first thing I want to show you is in terms of the products. So let's click on catalog. Products, let's click on products. And on the products page, you will see all of the current products listed or available in your system. You see the image, the name. Image is the default. You can have one or more images. Home accessory, that's the category of the product. Price, how many quantities, that's your inventory management. And status, if it's an active or inactive product. Inactive products don't have to appear in the store. So, and then you can click on this icon to edit a product. On the left, let's click on categories. Right now, there are 3 categories created in the system. As you saw, on the left is the ID. basically the order of categories as it will show on your front side. You can change that by dragging and pulling this up or down. So for example, now art is the first one that shows up when we go and search for product or categories. I want to show you how to set up shipping and payment. So let's go first to the shipping area, and I'm going to click on carriers. Carriers are basically methods through which you ship products to customer. So by default, again, with the test data sample store, there are two created. First one is just called my domain store. And this method is if a customer, you have a retail location, they want to pick it up in store, so you don't charge them any shipping. Second one is set up as my career, delivery next day. I'm just going to delete the first one, my domain store. I don't think it's needed, so I click on delete. My career is the next one. Let's edit that. So what you see right here is my career. There's this general information about this. You can add again logo. You will see on the payment screen how it looks like. Shipping locations and costs. So here, this shipping method allow you to add handling cost in addition to the shipping cost. This is not free shipping. So basically what they're setting it up as according to weight. So you can set up shipping based on two methods. One is based on weight and second is based on the price. So if you set it up for weight, basically you set up weight ranges. So for example, by default, it's set up that any product that weighs between 0 and 10,000 kilograms, charge $5 for that if you're shipping in North America. You can create more zones here. But let's say if I wanted to have 0 to 1 kilogram, I'll show you, since this is about a US store, we will change some localization settings. So 0 to 1, I want to charge 5, and I'll add a new range where I will say from 1 to 10, I want to charge maybe $10 for North America shipping. So once this shipping setting is done, I'll click on finish. So now my career is set up to charge shipping based on the weight range. So what I want to do now, as I was showing you, make it localized on my settings in US, since I'll be selling in US. I click on international and I'll click on localization. First thing I need to do here is in this drop down box, I will type United States and I will import US settings here. But before importing it, I want to show you, let's get to the bottom. And what you see here is local units are like kilogram, kilometers, centiliter, and centimeters. So let's import US settings. Once that is done, now that those units are changed into pound, miles, gallons, and inches. So this is how you set up your store based on which country you're in. Again, you can have multiple languages. You can have your store in and accept payments in multiple currencies. Let's click on the languages area right here. So you see right here, English is the default language. Third thing is currencies. You can accept payment in multiple currencies. You can click here, add new currency. And on the right, you have the updates. So you can update the currency rates automatically. So you don't have to manually enter a conversion rate. So you may enter your pricing in US dollars, and this will convert it into, for example, a British pound or maybe a franc. Let's now move to the geolocation tab. Here, basically what you can do here is set your store to accept visitors from certain countries. You can limit where the users come from. I enable this option on my website. To have this enabled, first go here, download the file, copy it over to your website or domain folder. Once that is done, you can enable geolocation by IP address. And then I basically limit from where the visitors to my website can come. You may not want to do it, but I suggest to reduce the load on your system and get better performance to actual paying customers, that you limit where the customers come from. Finally, after we have set up all internationalization and shipping, let's look into setting up payments. I'm going to go to the payment methods option on the left, click on that. By default, in the core installation of PrestaShop, it sets up two methods which are basically useless for most of our website operation unless you're in B2B. So these are bank transfer and payments by check. On a regular store, you will not want to accept any of these payment options. So you would like something like PayPal. To accept payment through PayPal, you need to add a module. Module is similar to a plugin in WordPress, for example. On the left, go to modules, click on modules and services. It will bring you to the main module tab. Here you can see all of the plugins or modules installed by default with PrestaShop. You can add additional ones to it. The way to do it is go to left, click on module catalog. And right here you will click on type PayPal in the search box. A new tab will open up and you will get to a new page with PayPal module listed right here, PayPal and Braintree official. Clicking on that will take you to another page where you need to register to download this module. Once you have downloaded the module, go back to modules and services. Right here on the top, you see upload a module option. Click on that and then drag and drop the downloaded module to that location. So I'm going to drag and drop my PayPal module. It uploads the module. It's about 1.5 megabyte file. And once the module is uploaded to your website, it's unzipped and it's installed on the website. So I'll wait for this to be done. Great. You can configure it here. I'm not going to configure it, but I just wanted to show you how to add a module here. So I close that. I go back on the left to my payment and payment methods. So here now you see I have added the PayPal method as well for accepting payments. I could click on configure to configure it, but will not do it for right now. So I have 3 payment methods that are available for my store. Last thing I want to do is set up taxes. In the international on the left, open that and click on taxes. As I've mentioned, I am in California in US. So I want to collect sales tax in California. I'm setting a new website. It's a small business. So I'm only required to collect taxes in California. If you look on the right side, you see all of the options or all of the states are enabled for tax collection, and there's some tax rates written there. So go all the way down and click on this bulk action button and say select all. Now you will see check boxes against all of these states for state taxes. I will go back down again to the bulk actions and I will say disable selection. So what this does, it goes and disable tax collection on all of the states. So on the right, you see there's crosses now appearing in all of the states. Since I do want to collect tax rate for California, taxes in California, I click on this cross and the tax status has been successfully updated and I see 9.75% and this check mark right here. You can change taxes by clicking on the edit and you can change what the tax rate you want to collect. So now my taxes are done, my shipping is complete, and my payment options are all set up. I will go to my store now and I will click on sign in. This I want to show you how to create a new account and be able to purchase something from your store. Since I don't have an account yet, I say no account, create one here, click on that. I'll just enter some information, just maybe my name, or let's say sohail@example.com, password. Okay, not my real date of birth, but 01/01/2000. Just made one up. I don't want to receive offers or sign up for newsletter. Click on save. Now my account will be created, and if email is configured, it will be sent out to me. You can see now on the top right, it shows that I'm logged into the system. Let's go to the admin dashboard. I want to see you what happens, how to manage customers. So on the left under sell, you have the option of customer. Click on that. Customers open up. And here you see a new account for me is being created. I did not select a newsletter or partner offer, so you see crosses there. Under the addresses option, you have addresses for your customers. Here I see that I have 2 addresses for John. I will go and create an address for myself. So I click here, add new address. So I've entered all of the thing here. I could provide home, but let's just say I save this address. And now this address is associated with myself. Next, let's go back to the store. So now I have an account. By the way, I did not need to provide address at this time, but I only did it to show you how it works, see customer management on the back end. During a checkout, if I did not have an address, it will ask for my address and then it will automatically save the address there. So now let's go and click on one of these options and buy something. I click it right here. Let's select medium in gray and click on add. This item is added to my cart. In my cart, now I have 2 items. Click on that. I think, okay, so I added one earlier just for testing purposes. I'm going to delete that. So I right click, I click on this delete item right here. So now I only have 1 item here. Proceed to checkout. To show you how the payments work, PrestaShop automatically picked up my address. If I had multiple addresses, it will give me an option to select one or the other. On here you see add new addresses, so customer can add additional address. I click on continue. If you see right here, shipping is added as well. So I click continue right here. My carrier is using that since I wanted to charge a flat rate for shipping. Continue. Pay by check. And then I agree to terms of service and I order with an obligation to pay. With that, my order will be completed and I should be able to see that on the back end. Let's go here and let me show you how orders work. Click on orders and I will click on orders right here. Looking at this, you see order ID number 6 going from the top, order ID number 6, and this is your reference number. I see that I have just bought some product and the status shows that awaiting check payment. One thing you should know is until you have received a payment, do not ship your product to anyone. Sometimes what happens is even with PayPal, there's a delay in payment. So customer may pay through PayPal and you will still see awaiting payment. So until you have the payment, do not do anything about it. To check details of this order, click on view. On view, what I have is the date of the order, the total amount, and which product is ordered. I can click here on the product itself and I can see which product I just purchased. So it's also showing me the inventory, how many of those products are left. It showed the total of the product price. So you have all of the information here for an order, including the shipping address since the customer already has provided that. Let's go back to the dashboard. I'm going to click on that. As you know, initially we changed it to be in demo mode. It was showing all of this data, but I'm going to take it out of the demo mode. So next step really is to show you how to manage product, how various these things are calculated, such as net profit. Let's on the left side go to catalog. First, I will actually take you to categories. Click on that. On the right, you see there are 3 categories in PrestaShop setup. So anytime you create a product, you need to associate it with a category. On top right, there's an option to add a new category. I click on that. Once that is added, I will enter a name. Let's say I want to create a new category called soft drinks. Under parent category, let's click home. So I've selected an image here for the category. Let's go down. I'm not going to really update anything here. So let me save this category. Now you see the soft drink category is added and it's the 4th category now. On the right here, this icon for moving, I'm going to click on that and drag it and make it the 1st category in terms of orders. So that is done. Let's add a new product and associate it with soft drinks. I click on products. On here, the different products. On top right, click on new products. On a new product, first thing I need to do is enter a product name. So I will say Fanta. Here it says drag or drop images or select files. I'll just drag and drop a image for Fanta. You can add multiple images, but I will just go, well, let me just add one more just so I can show you. This is not really Fanta, but this is the cover image. You can change what your cover image looks like. On the right, you see there are two types of options you have. One is a simple product. Second is product with combinations. So let me show you what the difference is. Let's just go on the main page, My Store. Click on this product right here. So what you see right here, that this hummingbird printed t-shirt has two options here. It comes in various sizes and multiple colors. So what that basically means is I can buy this shirt in white, or I can buy this shirt in gray color or black. Actually, it's gray. So this becomes a combination. So if you want to create a product which has various factors which may change the combination, so you may have a black shirt, white shirt, different sizes, or you may be selling shoes in multiple colors and multiple sizes, you will want to create a product with combinations, and then you will click on the combination options to set parameters for the combination. I will keep it to simple product. Quantity is the inventory, so you can manage how many of these you have. Let's say I have 100 of these, so I put that information. Price of the product is $3. You can apply specific tax rules to it. Let's skip that. Your California rule will be applied. So my category that I had, home as a primary, is appearing here. You can set up multiple categories. Next thing you may want to do is enter a summary and a description. Orange flavored drink, and under description, the best orange flavored drink with orange color. Doesn't really mean anything, but I want to show you how this data is shown on the front end. So once this information is done, on the bottom, you see there's this option right here, offline. I will click that to online. So basically what I want is that once my product is saved, is created, I want to show up in my store. If you click and make it offline, then it will not appear on your store. So I selected online, click save. The product is saved. I have all the images. So let me go to my website. I'll click on my store. So let's click on all products. And going down, next page. So my product is right here. I'll click on the product and get into the details. Right here, I can see that the product image, the cover image, shows up here by default, and the additional image that I added is showing up here. I click on that and it comes up here. What I wanted to show here is this text, which is the short summary. It appears right here at the start of the product page, and in the bottom is the description where you can add a lot more information to the product. So this is how you create a category and a product for your store. Under the improve, you have the design option. Here is where when you click on theme, for example, the theme is right here. You can click and you can change your logo. You can change how the theme looked like. So let's click on this theme and logo option is here. I'm going to click on homepage configuration. So if I go back to my website, what I see is that I have the menu, I have the slider, and then popular products. And then right away there's like this coupon and custom text block and newsletter. Let's align it with this thing right here. So you see home, menu, slider, home products. This is not really how the ordering happens, but it shows you all the components available. One thing I do like right now, what you see is feature product is showing up. So which is why Fanta did not show up on the main page. Then I click on install. I want to install all of these useful blocks, top seller block, new products block, and specials block. Specials are where you may have sales on your store. So all of that is done. Let's go right here. I'm going to refresh this page. So I still have the menu, slider, popular products, and these things, but now you see there's the bestsellers, new products, and on sale products here as well. New products is set up to show 8 products right here. I click on new products. I should see Fanta here as well. It is a new store, so it's really going to show all of the products as new. I'll show you how to change that settings. Let me actually show it to you right now. So we go under modules, click on modules and services, click on type new, enter search, and you see right here you have the new products block. Let's configure that. So what is showing you that new products block, as you were seeing on the front page, shows 8 products, and number of days for which the product is considered new is 20. So you can change that to maybe 10 or 5. So basically any product that is created in the last 10 days, if I made that change, it will show up, it will be considered a new product, and it will show up as such on the front page. Since I've just created the store right now, all of the products are new, they're just created. So that's how you modify any of those blocks. So I showed you how you can modify the theme. If you wanted to add a logo, you can click on this add a file and select the logo image and add it there. So the header logo will be replaced by that. If you have a fav icon, the default is just the PrestaShop bird face. You can click here and add your own fav icon, which appears on your website. Going left, I want to show you pages. Pages are your CMS component. You can create pages for anything. So for example, looking right here, you have a legal notice, you have terms of conditions. So let me just click on any one of them, maybe terms and conditions of use. You see right here, the page category is home page, and then the title, meta title, and description, which are useful for Google search engine or any other search engine. And then this is the content of this page. The way this works is once you have this information there and it's added to your website, let's go down. You see terms and conditions right now by default is added to the footer. Click on that. And you see the text is right here. If I was to update this, I can make change. Let's just delete rule number 3. And I will save this. And let's go back and refresh. Now the page is changed. So this is how you can modify what this content page CMS looks like. Once your theme is set up as you like it, another thing you want to look at it is the image settings. The image settings shows you the default sizes of various images and how large they should be. The reason you want to look at this and follow this is because you do not want your theme layout to get distorted by using an image size which is not supported by your current theme. I'm back at the dashboard. I wanted to show you another thing. So let me just go on dashboard and click on orders, which is the shopping cart. The shopping cart shows you what customers have in their shopping carts and they have not yet purchased. This is a very good thing, and I use this for marketing purposes. Reason being, I can see that, hey, my customer right here, well, that's me in this case, has one item in the cart. And if a customer does not buy it, usually over the next 24 hours, I like to send them an email, maybe offer them a coupon so they can come back to my website because they have shown interest in purchasing this product. So never miss the shopping cart option. This is great for gaining customer who you might otherwise lose. As you can see, now we have a fully functional store based on PrestaShop. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please click on thumbs up, and thanks very much for watching.